Brent, you're one of the senior members of the CS&A, Chapel Smith and Associates aviation staff. I know that you guys are one of the largest aviation agencies in the United States. And I know that you get multiple phone calls on all kinds of airplanes. Specifically, would you give me some feedback as to your experience, the agency's experience, with new generation aircraft, single engine turbine, up through the new composite and new VLJs that have hit the market recently?
Yes, we've dealt a lot with the new aircraft market that's coming in from the Cirrus on up on new markets, and a lot of times you run into the same issues. It's familiarizing the underwriter with the product, making sure that they understand the aircraft, the complexity or the simplicity of it, so that they can properly fit it into the category of pilots that they want flying them. So we try to help underwriters understand the airplane and then match the airplane to the pilot.
When we're talking about pilots, you have all kinds of pilots. You have the veteran, the professional pilot that earns his living flying aircraft. In this case, let's refer maybe to the jet jockey that has experience in everything from Lears to whatever, and now is being offered opportunity to fly the VLJs. What kind of response do you get from your underwriters at this level? What do they require of this guy to transition?
Most are very receptive in all of the aircraft, and on the career-oriented pilots that fly up frequently, and transition into the light jets for a pro pilot is fairly simple. They're looking at the initial training program. Again, they're looking, is this a single pilot operation or two pilot? Is there an owner involved or not that they have to accompany with? But they're looking for the initial training, generally some experience, light experience in the airplane, but depending on the aircraft background that they have and similar makes and models, they may not get into requiring a great amount of transition time.
Just basic school and
a good simulator training is helpful. If a simulator is not available for that particular make and model, something similar to that is very helpful for them. If not, then we move on in getting into the transition into the aircraft itself.
What carry this one step further? What about the owner-operator, the businessman that wants to travel? Maybe he's a little bit on the low time side. Where do you get much call for that?
We do, and again, we try to match them up with the company that will accept a transition pilot in that class of aircraft. And the important thing there is to create and set up a transition plan for that owner. In order to maximize the experience that he has, we have to look at his high performance time, his high altitude experience, any turbine time, jet or prop, and try to capitalize on that experience in setting up his transition program. We may set up the training, which is expected, the initial training, simulator training if it's available for that aircraft, and then set up a mentor pilot, a pro pilot that has some experience that can fly with him, transition him through that to get that experience. And of course, how long that transition time is going to depend upon his ability, his background.